Continued. Boondock Saints.
It's amazing. Okay. So I was just looking how the box office $30,000.
That's so ridiculous.
And then on video sales, 50 million.
Yeah.
Holy
I think
shit.
that's the thing is it probably didn't really show in theaters much at all. That
But
sounds
that's
like it
a
didn't really get a
50
real
million
release.
though?
Let's see what it's released.
And the other thing too is I don't think
Very limited theatrical release.
That's what I was gonna say.
Distributor showing on only 5 screens in the United States during a week of distribution.
we need to recommend this to the art theater.
Maybe.
That'd be cool to see it in theaters.
Yeah.
This?
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to see it in theaters.
Maybe.
Once and
The other,
I never did,
Oh, I
because-
completely forgot about the other thing I really hated about the movie.
What?
Fade to black. Fade back out from black. Fade to black. Oh, there's so many times. It was just I did not like that editing choice.
Independent.
Also all of the
Star Wipe.
Also
Star
all,
Wipe.
yeah, all of the
Star
television
Wipe.
all of the television scenes when they go to the news reports, they're in complete widescreen. Now a lot of more modern movies you'll see them cut to a 4:3 aspect ratio when it jumps to the television because it looks like the news report was then shot in CinemaScope. And there's no way that news report was shot in CinemaScope and the framing. Anyway, it's just a silly thing, but you should think about that when you're making a movie like this.
I see.
Especially when you've got it in a widescreen format. And I don't know, the first time I'd see an edited version of that, I'd say, hey, wait a second, that was odd.
Well, if I think I think if they were running out of money and running out of time, like I think it was a better decision to go this way rather than the other way of sacrificing the story for catching those little tiny details that.
So
like, I can understand why that would be frustrating though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So Troy Duffy.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
That's what's it line for.
Let's look into him.
No one's gonna know that reference.
No one's gonna know at all. What other things he does? He has a music career.
Is he a rapper?
Yeah,
So
he's directed 2 films, The Boondock Saints and The Boondock Saints 2.
I can't believe the original guy did the second one.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that.
Oh, well, that's the thing is, I think that this is what Boondock Saints 2 is what happens when he doesn't have the support of the studio behind him.
Oh, did he not?
Yeah, because the first one...
Oh, okay.
Okay, the
The things I don't know about him happened in between. Gotcha.
They happened before. But so what happens is he writes this script. It gets he pitches it to Hollywood, and Hollywood, whoever, buys the script. How much?
Good script, yeah.
How much did they buy the script for? Paramount Pictures buy for $500,000. Screenplay changed hands to Duffy multiple times. In March 1997, he was contracted by Paramount Pictures for $500,000, and later in the month, Miramax Films won a bidding war to buy the Boondock Saints. The studio offered $450,000 to Duffy to write and direct the film. So it was just the story that he had. So he didn't even have the finished screenplay of it, and but they loved the story, and Miramax bought it out and bought the rights to the story and had him write the whole rest of the thing. So during that production of him, so the documentary about him is called Overnight because it's the overnight success that he got.
Oh, I see.
And it all kind of went to his head completely with that.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't believe they let cameras on him the entire time. There's some great footage in there of him just being a complete dick, yelling at
huge douchebag,
yelling at everyone over the phone, just like yelling at Hollywood
yeah,
people.
like, do you know who I am? Type stuff.
Yeah, he gets into that a lot. And apparently, it was extremely difficult to make the film because it was extremely difficult to work with him.
All his friends
On the
quit.
set.
Even
Yeah.
his
Even the
friends
first,
working.
even the first one.
This was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, this was the first one. It was impossible to work with him.
He was like, his friends wouldn't do what he was like, or not even any. He was just being a douche to his friends, and he's like, "Are you the one who wrote a script and so and are you the one who's blah 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 Hollywood?" And they're like, "Dude, we're out of here."
So I think a lot of it is you got to give credit to the actors in this film, and there's some amazing actors in this. I mean, Willem Dafoe especially, and Billy Connolly. Norman Reedus from.
God, why would they come back
The
to
Walking
do a
Dead.
sequel?
No, they didn't. Most of them didn't. They see this.
No, but even the 2 main guys, and I know Willem Dafoe's in the end. He makes.
They do return to their roles.
Yeah.
I didn't see the film.
I'm not sure Billy Connolly's in it though.
I don't know.
How much money did this make?
The sequel?
He is.
It made $10 million, and it got a budget of $8 million. Yeah, exactly. Well, because it developed such a cult following from there, and especially
I was so excited to watch part 2.
Especially if those people hadn't seen the documentary
Me too. I was super excited. It was one of those I couldn't wait to see it.
I'm not. I can't. I'm not going to go near it. I've heard the stories.
I'm sure the Rotten Tomatoes is like 2.
Yeah. Well, let's check that out. So it's amazing that the film got made, and I think it's because those actors are really great, and they're gonna put forward in a good project. I mean, Willem Dafoe shows up in good things and bad things, and I think he puts us all in it.
He makes an ugly woman too. Jesus.
He makes a passable transvestite, and I think that's what he comes across as in there. I'm like, if I were to see him coming out the door, I'd be like, oh, that's a really good transvestite. Like, I don't know.
It's a tranny.
Yeah, but it would look good for.
I don't know. I actually had gone to see a tranny show because of a friend of mine who I met through like a performance, like was in it, and we all went to see him.
Yeah,
because it would be fun. And
you paid for sex.
they freaking.
Oh no, there's some that are spectacular.
Wow. Oh yeah, the lady boys.
Wow, there's some that are really good. But I'm saying Willem Dafoe, especially of that era, the ones that were popular then. It's like okay, but I don't think I would have been fooled.
Holy
I
Lord.
don't know.
He's working on a script for a 3rd movie, possibly TV series.
Oh no! Oh no!
No one's gonna pick that shit up.
I hope not. He's got nothing else to do. That's all he's done.
Yeah, that's all he has.
And it kind of this kind of proves. I think it's mostly because of his.
Isn't he like a bartender or something? Or
he was at least from what I remember, he was a bartender before the making of the first one.
I mean, I wouldn't watch I just wouldn't anything else. Like, wouldn't watch it and then just see what other people said.
All right, let's see. Critical
Waste
reception.
my time.
19%. Let's see. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film only received a 23%, which is still higher than the original film's rating of 19%.
Wow.
What?
That's insane.
The second one's what?
Why did the first one get so low? That's the real question.
The audience reviews for the second one are 62 compared to 93% for the first one. It's just critics.
So the critic.
Now I could
At least
see.
there's that, I guess.
I don't know. I can see critically them not being into the film. One, because of the promotion of the violence. Some people might not be into that. Some people might not be into Willem Dafoe and drag. But some people might just not like the production of it, and because some of the production's still a little wonky. It's not so great. So let's see. Oh, here we go. This talks about documentary. Documentary Overnight was released in 2003, following the story of Troy Duffy during his negotiations with Miramax over the Boondock Saints scripts. Duffy's abrasive behavior strained his relationships with friends and people in the film industry, and ultimately led to Miramax pulling out of the project, leaving the film to be made by another studio at half the original proposed budget. So that's what I remembered, because I remembered the story being about him connecting with Miramax and not seeing Miramax's name anywhere on this. Those franchise pictures. This is the one that you see. So that's how bad it was. The studio that won the bidding war to get this film pulled out. And that's even, I mean, Miramax, the Weinstein brothers, like, they do crazy things to publicize films. Like, they build up a lot of buzz, and they work with it, and they're not afraid of too much controversy, because controversy builds sales of a lot of their films. But apparently, if it made the Weinstein brothers drop out, that's crazy.
We should do that for instant discussions.
We should.
I'll wear an instant discussion shirt and just masturbate off of the 5 freeway.
Or you could not.
Just so many people we get so many hits.
Or you could not do that.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying, hypothetically, we'd get a lot of hits. A young Ron Jeremy performing at his best too.
Yeah, it was interesting to see Ron Jeremy and not really a young Ron Jeremy.
No, that's true. There's
much
really
younger Ron Jeremy.
But when he's like jerking off, he's like, I was like,
The part that most worried me about that scene, because of his other profession, is the thinking, if you were on set there, it's like, he's probably actually doing that.
With this gross little mustache.
Well, I mean,
he's a character. He's a method actor.
There are a lot of other actors that would be method and just do it.
Yeah, I don't know if a lot of actors they would do that. I think he would do it.
I could imagine some bigger names that if they were told that they had a masturbation scene.
Or maybe he wouldn't do it because he would normally get paid for it otherwise, and he'd want a premium for it.
That'd be really funny.
I think
that would be funny.
That's probably what happened there.
Then Troy Duffy just yells at him.
Yeah.
I really like the scene where he goes and grabs a boob.
I'll tip her.
I'll tip her.
Like I was a funny man. He is pretty wacky. That joke that he tells.
Oh God.
Now, I've heard that joke before. That's one of the things that like I don't remember if this is the first time I've heard that joke because I haven't seen this movie in so long. But as I tell him, like, oh, I remember that joke from somewhere. Was it from here?
I remember from like junior high.
Yeah, like I don't know if I heard it elsewhere
like
before this.
African American nigga.
Yeah, you had to go there. I don't remember that language being used when I heard it. No, not in like I don't remember from the film, but when I normally hear that joke, don't usually hear that language word.
He might be right. I mean, again, I will go back to this example of what Canadian film has like the best hits, and you just bashed Canada the whole time.
What? What are you talking about? What? You're saying he should say that more?
You know what's funny about that joke? He's mixing it up. He's saying spics and Mexican.
Spec, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they're different things. If you're gonna be racist, do it right. You sound like an idiot.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing it to be funny. Like
Yeah.
when you call
It'd be terrible. if
Chinese
racist
people
sounds
Japs or
racist.
something.
Yeah.
Then
That would
they
be
get-
pretty funny.
Then they get mad. They're like, "Yeah, you were doing it right." I'm like,
That would be funny.
Yeah,
Like
do it.
specifically those two.
Yeah.
That would be really funny.
I do it all the time.
Terrible. Terrible people.
Terrible.
Yeah, I remember they did a screening of this at UCLA when I was over there, of Boondock Saints 2 when I was over there, and that's how I got this thing. But I remember like everyone was such a buzz because everyone loved the first one. Like, there's finally a sequel. We finally get to see this. It's gonna be amazing. And then no one talked about it after that. Just pretend they didn't see it. And Troy Duffy was there too to show it. Like he was there to screen it. So
I hope they booed him because he's such a narcissistic douchebag. Oh
I
God,
hope
that'd have been
so.
awesome.
The sequel, did it come out? Yeah, it did come out in
2009.
Wow. Yeah, but the documentary came out in 2003, and I didn't see that until just recently. So I didn't see the documentary until after the second one.
too.
Oh,
I didn't even know
it's pretty
about it.
brilliant. I wish it was still on Netflix.
That's where I saw it.
Oh well.
I was like, I love Boondock Saints. Let me watch this documentary. Then I was like, oh, I fucking hate all of it.
Terrible
What
person.
an asshole.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. One of my favorite parts with it's fading to black and all of that, especially in the beginning of the film, like when they're doing the credits. And it just keeps fading to black and like showing the credits, and then like gives that long pause on the written and directed by Troy Duffy. So it's like, yeah,
That's me.
terrible.
Wow.
Yep.
Yep.
So, anything else? Anything else about this name? Any other thoughts to wrap this up on?
I don't think so. That's cool.
Just because you can make a great movie doesn't mean you can be a jerk. That's probably a good thing I would say about this.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
It's also sad when people only have
You
one
can't
idea
just be a
in them.
dick.
It's also sad when people only have one idea in them.
One hit wonder.
Like he's now going back to do a third Boondock Saints. Like, well, got nothing else here. Oh
Yeah,
well.
he's
Some
gonna
people
try
at
to
least
milk-
try
He's
with
gonna try
something
to milk
else.
that franchise.
Like there's lots of directors out there you'll see they'll one hit wonders. They'll have one thing and then they'll
Try other stuff.
try something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not just like let's do another one of those again.
Yeah.
It's more forgivable if you can at least try something else. But just to do the same series, I don't know.
It's kind of
Even
like,
George Lucas tried other things,
yeah.
and he succeeded before that. It was just
No, yeah,
after
yeah,
that.
no, and I can respect him for that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for watching. Join us next week as we sing along to
as we go,
South Park.
as we literally just go through the whole movie.
South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
Shut your fucking face, sucker.
There's a bunch of birds in the sky.